So that summer was very hot, and I was 7 months pregnant in August, and I was miserable. It was the first time I was pregnant, 23 years old. So it was nasty. And then my nephew, my sister's son, he must have been about 11 at the time. He had been down here for a couple weeks in between his schooling and his camps in New York, and he was getting on my last nerves. I hope he doesn't mind me saying that. Me being pregnant, him being 11, being a boy. So he went home, thank God. I think the flood was on a Thursday.
It was a Thursday.
Okay, so that Wednesday he went home right before that. So Rodney, I was married to Rodney King at the time. We had our first apartment was on Purdom Street in the alley section above a garage. It was very, very small and very, very hot. Okay. So I'm bored out of my mind, and it's hot. And I said to him, how about we just get out of here for a little bit? I'm so hot, I'm miserable, blah, blah, blah. So we drive. We had I don't remember what year. I think it was a 1976 Chevy Chevette. It was orange, but I don't know if that's the right year. 2-door, stick shift. So we're driving through the bend, and the water's coming off the hill because it had just started raining. I feel like it happened so very, very fast. It was in the evening, but I don't know the time. The water's coming off the hill, and he was always nervous about that stuff. He said, I don't know about this. He said, that water's coming pretty fast. And I said, oh, it's rain, for God's sakes, let's just get out of here. So we go to Brady's Bend Hotel. My aunt and uncle, Thelma and Tony, ran it, so it's very comfortable there. So we pull into the parking lot, and there's water in the parking lot, but not a lot. So I remember this happening so fast. We go to the bar, and of course I'm drinking soda or something. He's drinking a beer or whatever. We just order them. There's a few other people in the bar. We just order them, and he looks outside. He said, this water is coming up. He said, it is really a lot. We're going to Mom and Dad's. So his mom and dad lived in Millionaire Row, they called it. I said, okay, because then I got scared too. We get in the car. We pull out the parking lot. We only got as far as that bridge that was like in front of your house.
Yeah.
And like Bartow's house.
Run.
Yeah. So we get there. The car shuts down because the water's coming so far. So it's funny what you think about when you're in a thing like this. So I'm sitting in the seat. So at that point, Bartow's house still had their porch. And all the kids, the whole family was on it. Rodney sits on the window rolls down the window, sits there and goes on the hood of the car, starts banging the hood of the car, says, help us, because the car's we can't go around. And he says to me, we're going to have to get out of this car. And I'm like, oh, you're crazy. In the meantime, I don't know exactly where he was, but Tommy Seibert had come to get May Ritchie or Marty Ritchie, I think her name was. And he had one of those big white trucks with the big wheels that sat up, that was popular then. And he pulls down as Rodney's screaming for help. And he said, if you get out now, I will get you, but I can't wait. So Rodney gets out of the car and says to me, you have to get out. I said, well, I'm pregnant. I said, I can't get out of the car. I think I said it pretty calm, which is not me at all. And he said, get over this thing. He was being real forceful with me because Tommy said, if you don't come now, because the water's coming. So I said, I have flip-flops on. They're very dangerous to walk in. He said, get in this driver's seat. So somehow I maneuvered over the stick shift and everything to get in the driver's seat. And I don't know how he did this because I was very large. He reached in somehow.
Who is he?
Rodney. Reached in somehow, scooped me out. I don't even know how I fit because I was very big. I don't know how else to say it. Then he stood me straight up. He stood me straight up in the water, so now I can feel all the water and the timber and all these things coming through my legs. And somehow he picked me up by my knees, I feel like, and just picked me up and threw me in the back of
In the bed of the truck?
Yes, in the bed of the truck. And I'm screaming now because I'm wet. I have these flip-flops are gone. My purse is still in the car. I just am